Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Iron Kaiser Gaming, and welcome to a really exciting video as the tech trees for the three brand new civilizations coming to Age of Empires 2 in the last Chieftains DLC. The Mapuche, the Tupi, and the Muisca. Their tech trees have just been released. So in this video, we're going to go ahead and check it out. Let's just dive right in. I'll admit to you right out of the gate, what I'm most interested in are the bonuses that each civilization brings to the table. The Mapuche first. They are a cavalry and counter unit civilization. Here's what we've got. Foragers, the berry gatherers, drop off 20% more food. Settlements, they're kind of their version of a mining camp and a mill and a lumber camp all in one. Settlements are able to train spearmen and skirmishers. Infantry, slingers, and skirms, that's like most of their army, gains +5, +10, +15 HP in Feudal Castle and Imperial Age. Nice. Mounted units generate 3 gold when defeating military units. So the mounted units, the Mapuche are really unique among the Native American civs because they actually get cavalry. And we're going to see that in just a second. Enemy castles are revealed on the map. This is really cool. So the moment an enemy builds a castle somewhere on the map, you can tell where that is. I think that's really neat. That kind of tells you where they might be fortifying, where maybe new bases are coming up. That's pretty cool. The unique unit, the Kona, their castle unique unit, and the Bolas Rider, a mounted archer. The unique text, Malon. Bolas Riders, Slingers, and Skirms deal pass-through damage like a scorpion. They're going to be doing additional area effect damage to units around the target. Butelmapu, team castle unique units. So the castle unique unit for everybody on your team and your Bolas Riders cost 15% less. And then the team bonus, Spears and Skirms, gain +2 line of sight. That's pretty neat. So looking at this civilization, I think that this becomes one of the coolest berry civs in the game, next to the Franks, next to the Portuguese. Really nice defensive options. I guess it might be easier to kind of do like a fast castle or to play greedy if you're able to train counter units, spears and skirms, out of your mining camp. Imagine a world where you forward your enemy and then you just throw down a settlement on their gold, and then you can train skirms or spears out of that mining camp. That's that settlement. That's crazy. They seem pretty neat. Seem like some good all-around bonuses. In their archery range, they don't get the arbalest, but you see they do get the Bolas Rider, which is their unique cav archer. I don't have stats on damage or anything like that, but we have learned that they will have a special ability to slow down enemy units that they hit. I don't know if it's like with every shot or like a charge up ability, that kind of thing. I'm not going to do a unit by unit analysis. You can kind of pause the video and check for yourself what they're missing. Like they're missing the final archer attack upgrade over here, so that gives you some instinct as to what they're good at and not so great. The Kona here, cavalry unit that, if I remember right, deals additional damage to wounded units, so they might pair nicely with the Bolas Rider. Nice. Nice. And there's the new settlement. Boom. All right, the next civ, the Tupi, an archer and infantry civilization. They start with an additional 25 of every resource. Villagers can garrison in settlements. Again, another way of playing greedy, right? You can build this mining, lumber, mill, camp combination all in one. And then if you get raided, you can just hide your vills in the settlements. And it gives you more time to respond with your own army. That's pretty cool. No idea how much they can garrison, but all right. All fallen units return 15% of their cost. Some of you may remember back in the day when the Burgundians were first revealed. The Burgundians had a bonus where their knights would, something like 25% of their gold cost would come back to the unit when they died. They ended up taking that out, but now we got 15% off all units. So that's pretty cool. That'll be very strong for the Tupi. And their archer range and barracks upgrades cost 50% less food. I'm guessing that is specific to the archer range and the barracks. In other words, the university techs like ballistics, I'm assuming, are not affected. I'm not sure the ballistics even cost food. I'd have to double check that. But anyway, so upgrading your units should be a lot cheaper for the Tupi. Their unique units. the Blackwood Archer, which is a foot archer. They train in pairs. So for every time you train a unit, you're actually getting 2 for the price. Well, I said 2 for the price of 1. I don't know the cost, but you should train them in pairs. And then the Ibirapema warrior right here in the barracks. This guy is, if I remember correctly, they described him as very heavily armored, and he deals area of effect damage. Like he swings wide, right? So kind of like the Slav infantry with Druzhina, if I remember right. The Ibirapema warrior works similarly. I got the sense that he's high armor, low damage, but I might be wrong about that. Unique techs, Kakikes. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Chompy warriors and slingers attack 25% faster. Nice. And then the Kurare, foot archers and fortifications deal poison damage. Which this does remind me, by the way. All 3 of these civilizations, you'll notice they don't have the swordsman line at all. Instead, they have the Chompy, which kind of the assumption is that the Chompy is half swordsman line, half eagle warrior line. They're going to be faster like the eagle warriors. We know that they're able to build outposts on the map, which is pretty cool. But again, I don't have the full stats right in front of me, so we're just working off intuition here. But they will attack 25% faster with the Tupi and the Kakikes tech. Kurare, everyone, when as soon as the Tupi were revealed, I was waiting for this tech here. Kurare, all foot archers, including their unique unit, and fortifications deal poison damage. I'm assuming that will make them much more effective at dealing with high pierce armor targets, because the poison damage, I assume, like bleed damage that's currently in the game, will not be affected by armor. So, should be interesting. Team bonus, all towers and castles provide plus 10 population space. Throw towers across your base, and then you get pop space for it. That's pretty cool. So really quickly, again, I'm going to kind of scroll through the text here, and you can pause to check out. There's the Blackwood Archer. Check out what they've got. No real commentary on this. Leading us to our final civ, the Muisca, an archer and monk civilization. Advancing to the next age costs 50% less gold. So, getting to the feudal age, that means nothing. But in castle age, you're saving 100 gold. And then in the imperial age, you're saving 400 gold. I mean, I'll take it, but I don't think that's the biggest bonus in the game. Probably doesn't hurt. I'm sure you'll be able to do fast castle strats more effectively than normal, but in my experience, it's really food that's the choke point there, not gold. Settlements cost 25% less, and they heal nearby units. That's really cool. I can imagine a world where you advance forward on somebody. You get that early feudal aggression going, send a couple of vills to build a settlement on the enemy's base, and then as your units weaken, you just pull back to the settlement and they heal up. Or even if you can fight next to your own settlement, right, you're getting that extra HP. So that's pretty cool. Chompy warriors and archer range units gain extra melee armor. All right. Native American Teutons here. I see you. Monks regain faith 50% faster, a lot easier to convert units. I like this. This is cool. Caravan and guilds are free, which is nice for team games. Guecha warrior. The Guecha warrior is a skirmisher that when one of them dies, it heals other Guecha units, Guecha warrior units. So if you get a mass of skirmishers here, they might be way tougher to fully knock out than a normal skirmisher mass. And the Temple Guard, which is infantry that you can train from the barracks, and I think from the monastery as well. Yeah. Temple Guard from the monastery or from the barracks. I don't remember their stats. I don't know what they bring to the table. I could see a world where if they're able to pick up relics or something like that, that would be insane. Because you can start training these guys. Well, okay, you have to wait till you hit Castle Age. But these units do, you already have a barracks probably. You don't have to wait to build the monasteries. So that could be really strong. And you can't counter them with the normal scout response, right? You probably have to go. I'm guessing they look like a spearman, so skirmishers. Maybe somebody in the comments can share more about the Temple Guard, what we know about them. Unique text herbalism, not to be confused with herbal medicine in the monastery. But herbalism, the archer line, and the champion warriors move faster. That's so funny. It has nothing to do with healing. That honestly almost bugs me a little bit because we're already so primed to think of herbal medicine as and herbalism as being related to like a healing over time effect. But hey, all right, they move faster. Pretty cool. You have kind of a maybe I don't know how fast this would be, but I'm imagining kind of a diet version of the Mayan. I'm forgetting the name of the Mayan unique unit. You guys know the plumed archer. There we go. The plumed archer. I don't remember if there are any other civilizations in the game that have faster moving archers. I know the Lithuanians have faster moving skirms, but I don't know about archers. Huaracas slingers gain +1 range. That's the other thing that you'll notice in the tech tree. I think all of these civilizations get slingers alongside the Inca. The slingers are now a regional unit. Pretty cool. So they get extra range and train faster with the Muisca. Great anti-infantry option there. Natural gold sources last 15% longer. Very nice team bonus there. Let's see. So I'm just going to do a real quick, maybe if I zoom out just a little bit here. There we go. Real quick view of the tech tree. And guys, these are the 3 new tech trees for the new civs in the game. Quick video, just wanted to show this off. I hope you liked this news update. Tell me in the comments, which civilization do you think is most interesting? What are you looking forward to? Somebody tell me about the Temple Guard. I know you got info out there. Anyway, thanks so much for watching the video. Appreciate it. If you guys will, consider liking the video and subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see more out of the last Chieftains DLC. I'm really looking forward to it. Hope you guys are too. For now, this is yours truly, the Iron Kaiser, signing out. Have a great one out there.